16. Back over to Gaudreau. 10 seconds. Here's Gales. Jump shot from 10 feet off the rim. Rebounded. Back up off the side of the backboard. That was Fordyce, who couldn't get it to fall. Three-pointer, yes!
Yep.
What a way to end the first half for the Bellarmine Bells. It appears the three-pointer will count, and Bellarmine will go into the half with a 23-14 lead.
Yeah, amazing half of basketball where just no rhythm whatsoever from anybody, just due to the awesome defense played by both teams. Just a tribute to the defense being played. Really, that's the description of the first half is defense.
Piedmont Hills will inbound the ball going left to right to kick off the second half. That'll be a kickball. It'll actually go off the leg of Grant Vermeer. Huachuca will inbound it along the right side.
And Huachuca did lead him in the first half with 6 points.
Huachuca was busy. Definitely an aggressive style player going up for loose balls. As he inbounds it to Batiste. Batiste feeds it back inside, nearly batted away. This is Aguilar trying to get around.
A lot of contact there.
Mendy,
oh my goodness.
And he steps out of bounds.
Come on. I'm sorry.
A lot of contact there, and KC, the fans across the opposite side for Piedmont Hills agree with you.
Well, I mean, it's position defense. Your feet got to get there first, but the bump was out of bounds. He's almost by the guy.
That one goes clear out of bounds, intended for Grant Vermeer, who's closing in on the bucket, but it nearly takes out a spectator.
Officials letting it go a little bit. See what kind of adjustments that Piedmont Hills and Coach Simos made at halftime. You got to have something happen on the half-court set. Something's got to give for them, because it's at this point they're, such helter-skelter. They're having real difficulty getting any shots off at all.
Batiste charged right there with the foul. It'll turn it over to Bellarmine. Blair Mendy gets past his defender, now sets it back towards the middle. That's McHugh, and a whistle blows yet again, but this time it's in favor of Piedmont Hills.
Gaudreau takes him off the court with his third foul.
That's a tough loss right there for Bellarmine. Gaudreau with 4 points in the ball game, but a big physical presence up front.
Yep.
Replacing him will be Jack Fordyce. He's the center.
Right now, neither coach is all too happy.
A very quick pass inside. No one home. They actually had Itatani along the right side of the key, ready for the quick layup, but it was a sloppy pass that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Espinola with it. Aguilar with the no-look pass that didn't get there. His teammate wasn't looking.
Mendy looking inside, and that one batted down. That was Huachuca showing strong defense for the Pirates. Aguilar driving left hand off the rim, getting the rebound, but they're going to say.
Guys have foot on the baseline.
So Aguilar was trying to get back into play, but it looked like his right foot appeared to be on the red.
We didn't have a good angle, but the official's right on it.
6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. No scoring so far here in the second half.
Shocker there, huh?
The way this game's been playing out, it's a defensive battle. There's the charge.
Just neither team able to get any rhythm whatsoever in the offense.
And you could feel the fans are waiting to kind of get into it. The biggest explosion thus far had to have been Blair Mendy's last-second three-point drill to finish the first half.
Bellarmine gave us hope that there was going to be some sort of regular offense happening in the game, and they've started pretty rough here in the second half also.
And we get a foul on Blair Mendy. That'll be his second personal. Huachuca right now, you have to imagine, is the key player in the Pirates offense. Next to him, it's Aguilar. He has 4 points. Huachuca was 6.
McHugh been playing great defense on Espinola, their three-point shooter. He's taken one real deep three that was kind of off balance. Wasn't a real great look. But got to figure out a way to get him open. But again, they're focusing pretty hard on him on the three-point line.
Wachuku passes it quickly back over to Aguilar. He drives in and has the ball stripped away. Here comes the Bellarmines. The Bells, 2-on-2. And they can't get it to fall. A nice, quick, fast break opportunity, but they could not get it to fall. Itatani batted down. Jack O'Hara.
Think you saw that one coming?
O'Hara putting his hand out, stifling Itatani as the ball rolls out of bounds. Wachuku will inbound it for the Pirates.
That's that length advantage that the Bells have.
Aguilar steps up, in and out. That ball twirled around like a ballerina and did not fall. Here's a three-point try for the Bells. No good. Last touch by a Pirate, and they save it. You've got to be kidding me.
Hustle.
That was Itatani who saves the ball as he's falling out the left corner of the court, and he's able to put it back into the hands of Alex Aguilar.
Great hustle play there.
It keeps the Pirates alive. Itatani stops, and he'll get charged for the travel. That's had to have been, unofficially, I'm going to say at least the third or fourth traveling call committed against Piedmont Hills.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the first things that I got from Coach Seamus, Piedmont Hills, is value the ball. And I understand there's great defense being played, but got to be a little more composed when you turn and face and keep that one pivot foot.
Mendy will take a seat for Bellarmine, but the ball is stolen. This is Mendoza with two-point opportunity, can't get it to fall, but he gets his own rebound.
Great pick by Espinola on that steal, right in his hands.
Aguilar fouled before he was able to get the shot off.
Non-shooting foul there on the floor.
23-14 is the score.
That's what it takes so far to get a foul going to the hoop call. Just knocked him right on his rear.
We're almost 3 minutes into the third quarter. No points in the second half. Paulino takes a jumper, and he drills it. Keon Paulino.
Found offense.
Paulino from 6 feet out middle. That one swatted down. Grant Vermeer tried to get something going. Covering him well was Eros Mendoza. 23-16 Bellarmine. Bellarmine with the height advantage. Piedmont Hills with speed. And right now, it's defense versus defense. Who can hold up strongest? Vermeer, jump shot. Can't get it to fall. Coming up with the rebound is his teammate, that's Fordyce. Still loose. They're going to say jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Bellarmine.
Difficulties holding on to the ball. Player in your face, no matter what side you're on, every play has been contested in this game.
Every trip down towards the bucket is going to be huge in this matchup, KC. We're obviously not going to see a 65-64 final, but with the way this is going, you've got to treat every possession, every shot, as if it were your last.
Well, and Piedmont Hills has got to hope that they can get into the 30s. That's the only way they're going to be able to put a decent result with this game.
Jack O'Hara was the last one to touch the ball as it rolls out of bounds. Timeout on the court, 23-16 in favor of Bellarmine, 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. KBCSports.com will be providing live audio coverage of the State Regional Basketball Championships as well as the finals. March Madness comes to high school basketball in California on March 17th for the Regional Basketball Championships. 4 venues of coverage around the state. Then the following weekend, March 23rd and 24th, it's the California State Basketball Championships. You can catch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports. Casey Jackson joined alongside me. I'm Sean Hennessy, folks. We're broadcasting to you live from the Levy Center here at Santa Clara University. And right now, the Bells of Bellarmine lead the Pirates of Piedmont Hills 23-16. Defensive battle, some sloppy turnovers, some sloppy shots. It's going to come down to really who can hold on to the ball and which team won't make the biggest mistakes here.
Well, and get the ball to drop. I mean, both teams, I mean, they look like they're on the verge of making something happen in a transition situation, and both of them, I mean, that's what they're going to say at the end of this game is nothing could fall.
I mean, we're almost 4 minutes into the third quarter, and there have been 2 points converted.
Bellarmine has still yet to score.
1 field goal completed by the Pirates' Keon Paulino. This is Aguilar. Kisses the rim, bounces off. Vermeer with the rebound. Mendy pushing it far side, setting it up. Backing away now. Being covered by Aguilar. Mendy will try to work the left. Feeds it back out to Olugbada. Here's Fordyce. 10 on the shot clock. Fordyce can't get that one to fall with the finger roll. It'll go over to Piedmont Hills.
Both teams just keeping their opponent in front of them on defense.
Batiste puts it in for 2. A beautiful play, waiting for the defender to pass him, and Batiste will get 2 points. He now has 4.
Nice patience shown by Batiste there.
Here's a shot that finally goes off the glass, and that's by Mendy. The first points for Bellarmine here in the second half.
Great take by Mendy there. Got the hard bounce off the backboard, got to go down.
25-18, Bellarmine has the advantage. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Bryce Edetani steps in. Some substitutions for Piedmont Hills. Wachuku still in the ball game.
Bellarmine going to kind of a light pressure man-to-man full court.
This is Espinola. Nothing. And you see a jump ball possession arrow in favor of Piedmont Hills.
Things getting a little testy out there.
Yeah. It's a physical matchup like this. I mean,
guess who's right in the middle of it too?
Yeah.
Mr. Wachuku. Extremely physical player, hard worker.
He is. He'll go up for the loose balls. He'll try to capture as many rebounds as he can. He'll inbound the ball to Batiste. Batiste being covered by Gales. This is Aguilar. Aguilar.
I think Batiste got called for a player control foul.
You're dead on there, KC. Batiste with the foul. Score remains 25-18 Bellarmine. 7-point advantage for the Bells. Under 3 minutes remaining now in the third quarter. Oh,
that's backcourt.
No call. Bells maintain possession. Mendy being covered by Edetani. Gales back over to Mendy. Mendy working his left. Olugbada trying to go to his right. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and there's the foul. That'll be a foul against J.J. Espinola, his third personal. Rogans and Mendoza will now step onto the court. Espinola and Batiste will catch a breather. Foul call before the shot got off, and that's a traveling violation. That's going to go against Isaac Gales. He moved before his shot attempt was even in the air.
Mistake-laden game so far.
Yeah.
Not a lot of turnovers, but there's just but really low numbers on the turnovers given to us at halftime. Only 3 by Bellarmine. I think it's a little low.
A nice pluck right there for the Bells. Easy layup, count it. Give all the credit right there to Grant Vermeer. Solid defense, gets him 2 points. Edetani with a prayer, no good. He threw that one up, was hoping to get something. Fast transition, Gales off the glass and in.
That's their game. That's when they're good. Bellarmine is, when they're in transition like that and use their athleticism and speed, can't stop them.
Timeout on the court by Piedmont Hills. Bellarmine now with a 29-18 advantage here in the third quarter. The Play On High School Sports Network showcases great high school games every week, and now you can access our content using multiple platforms. follow us on Facebook, get the latest news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week, brought to you by your home for high school sports, the Play On High School Sports Network.
Bellarmine on the verge of Coach Patrick Snyder, been the coach at Bellarmine for 20 years, about to become a 10-time CCS championship winner.
11-point lead for the Bells, their biggest margin so far.
Just got to keep it up, hold this lead.
Conservative passing being displayed by Piedmont Hills. They can't get anything inside the key. As they'll dump this one off to Aguilar.
Aguilar wanted it, got it a little late.
3-point opportunity, no good, rebounded by the Pirates, put back up, swatted away.
Too bad. Rough set there for Piedmont Hills. Thought it was going to go down with Wachuku.
Yeah.
A little putback, didn't get it to go.
And for a second, David Rogans also had a try at it.
Absolutely.
And he couldn't get it to fall. It's been the story of the night for Piedmont Hills.
Needs his leaders back in the game. Putting Batiste and Espinola back in, waiting to re-enter.
Goudreau over to Mendy. Mendy will run the offense as he gets double teamed. And there's the travel.
Another walk.
Another walk.
Pretty ragged so far. Both sides. Bellarmine's just putting it in the hoop a little bit more in the second half.
Yep. 1 minute, 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wachuku will inbound it to Aguilar. It's Aguilar and Mendy one-on-one at midcourt.
Been a nice matchup all night. They've been in each other's face all night.
Wachuku swatted away. So right there, you see the power of Wachuku trying to back down his defender, but Jack O'Hara, number 32 for Bellarmine, had nothing of it. He just uses that big right hand and swats it away.
He's got that 5-inch size advantage. Just using his length.
Wachuku, double teamed, swatted away once again. Wachuku will get to know O'Hara's right hand by the time of this game is over with. He's tried so many times to back down in the post and put it up, but he's been denied so many times.
Yeah, I like him on the move a little bit more. Probably not the best selection, playing with his back to the wall against the bigger O'Hara.
Goudreau to O'Hara. O'Hara to Mendy. Mendy being covered by Aguilar. Nice defensive pressure. Mendy puts it up, and he's fouled.
Whoa.
And gets it to fall.
Friendly bounce there. A little rocket right to the back of the rim. Popped straight up and came right back down. Soft rim.
7 points now for Blair Mendy as he heads to the line to complete the 3-point opportunity. Substitutions, Itatani checks in, as well as Jack Fordyce for Bellarmine. And don't forget Keon Paulino. He's also in for Piedmont Hills.
Well, Mendy's really gotten them going here in the third period after an extremely slow start by Bellarmine.
And Mendy nails the free throw, so 3 points right there for Blair Mendy.
That's just a ton of contact right there.
15 seconds, shot clock is off. Press defense being shown. Here comes the double team, and there's the foul. It was Mendy and McHugh closing in on Itatani.
As aggressive as both teams are, it's a little surprising to look up and see both teams only have 5 fouls here in the second half. Neither team in the bonus yet.
Just 4 points in the third quarter for Piedmont Hills. 2 by Paulino and 2 by Batiste. Wachuku feeds it over to Paulino. 5 seconds. Paulino driving left side, swatted away. Nothing to work with, and the third quarter comes to a close. Back and forth, back and forth. We've got one more quarter to go here at Santa Clara University. It's Bellarmine 32, Piedmont Hills 18 on the Central Coast Section Network. Need a highlight video for your athlete working to earn that 4-year scholarship? Then you want to contact kbcsports.com. We can provide recruiting videos for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, but we can give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches the link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com or give us a call at 619-677-3246. Casey Jackson joined alongside me. I'm Sean Hennessy. 1 quarter to go here in the boys Division I CCS championship game. It will wrap up the CCS action over the past 2 days here at Santa Clara University. Just one more quarter to go. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Bellarmine with their 32-18 lead, their stifling defense? Or is it going to be the speed of Piedmont Hills? If it is, they need to show it, and they need to convert some shots here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I thought I had a little hope for Piedmont Hills and got it down to about 7 or so and just couldn't finish off the period.
Here's a steal by Aguilar. Split 2 bells. Can he put it up? No, he can't get it to fall. Rebounded by his teammate. Off the glass and in. That's what they needed. That's Paulino. He now has 4 points. Keon Paulino with a huge rebound. That makes it a 12-point lead.
Coach Simos demanding just peak effort for everybody at this point. Big answer by McHugh there.
A huge answer. McHugh with 8, his first point since the second quarter. Nice jump shot from about 12 feet away. And there's a turnover in Piedmont Hills territory, and that was Olugbada coming up with the ball. Olugbada will play the point now, but the heck with that. It's a hard try to the bucket by Goudreau. Goudreau tried to run it right there, but is unable to convert.
Paulino, nice little boost they give him here in the fourth period.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout on the court. A full timeout here, 34-20, 6:56 left in the fourth quarter here at Santa Clara University. Catch the best of Central Coast Section basketball on CIFCentralCoast.tv. You can watch a replay of today's games after each one concludes, plus check out game highlights, player of the game interviews, and more. Or order a DVD or Blu-ray disc of the game. We're your home for high school sports, CIFCentralCoast.tv. Let's go back to that jump shot by Nick McHugh. It was really one of the few jump shots that we've seen converted successfully here, a successful field goal try. But McHugh, one of those leaders in points, he has 8 for Bellarmine here. And right now, Bellarmine with a 14-point advantage, one of their biggest leads on the night. KC, if you're Bellarmine, how do you control this game? How do you really take advantage of the time, wind it down so you come out victorious?
Well, they're not going to be looking to slow anything down. They're a transition team. They want to get shots up early. I just see them doing the same thing they've been doing. Piedmont Hills has shown no ability to put forth anything consistent offensively, and they're just going to continue to play that tough defense and take advantage of their size with anything that goes inside.
Here's Aguilar falling backwards.
Travel.
Another traveling call against Piedmont Hills.
I really thought Aguilar may have had an advantage there if he just didn't try and take all the way to the hoop, pull up at the elbow, take a little 15-footer. I thought he had an advantage there.
Here's a layup opportunity off the glass. And that's Aguilar coming up with the rebound. Mendy's 2-point try, unsuccessful. How about the defense by Vermeer?
Yeah.
Swatting that ball away.
Been solid all night.
Blair Mendy driving left side, follow through, in.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been their spark here in the second half and continues to take the ball to the hoop, give himself 3-point opportunities, and seal the deal for the Bells.
10-point lead now for Bellarmine. They lead by 16 points. I should say 10 points for Blair Mendy. I beg your pardon, but a 16-point advantage for Bellarmine here in the fourth quarter. That defense just stifling so far for Bellarmine.
Mendy, free throw here. He's got 3 3-point plays here in the second half.
Nicely done as Mendy converts. 37-20. Bellarmine on top. Here's Wachuku. Underneath the glass, and it's swatted away. Wachuku there to get it.
Wachuku needed some energy there. He's been providing it for him all night, as much as he can.
Wachuku on Gaudreau. And that'll be a timeout called by Bellarmine. Wise timeout right there by head coach Patrick Snyder. Did not like the coverage, did not like the pressure. And he goes ahead and burns a timeout. Bellarmine 37, Piedmont Hills 22. Stay tuned for the CIF Central Coast.tv postgame show, where we will select our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on CIF Central Coast.tv. Casey Jackson alongside me. I'm Sean Hennessy. Casey, what a day. It's been a long day, but now we get to wrap things up under 6 minutes remaining here in the Boys Division I CCS Championship matchup.
Well, it's such an invigorating weekend. You just get all these great kids out here, everybody excited, all the fans get a chance to see their kids in championship games. All the great athletes. It's just an exciting weekend. Love it.
Editani gets caught with the foul right there, reaching in. Blair Mendy, the leading scorer for the Bells, making a strong candidacy for player of the game honors as he heads to the line.
He's been real smooth here in the second half. It's what they needed. 6'3" point guard, pretty much the same size as the tallest Piedmont Hills player. Just had a really nice half. Really took over the game.
Mendy misses on his free throw try. Stoppage in play.
Seems like whenever you give somebody a compliment, he's so solid the last few times in the free throw line.
And then all of a sudden, it's the old broadcaster's jinx right there.
I don't know.
Piedmont Hills.
Seems to happen to me more often than most.
Couple substitutions for the Bells. Jack Fordyce on the court. Inbound by David Rogans. Piedmont Hills with the ball. They trail 37-22. Aguilar being covered one-on-one by Mendy. Another swatted ball. But who's there to get it?
Yep.
Wachuku. 10 points now for Wachuku, the leading scorer for the Pirates. Here's a strong pass that's actually given right back over to Piedmont Hills. Wachuku driving hard off the glass, can't get it to fall, loose ball, and it goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by a Bellarmine defender, so Piedmont Hills will have possession. (37-24) is our score.
Looks like they're escorting a gentleman out of the stadium.
Security doing their job here at Santa Clara University. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left here in the ball game. And you have to go back to Coach Patrick Schneider, searching for possibly another CCS championship title, as that shot is no good for Piedmont Hills. Coach Schneider looking for his 10th CCS title, just so impressive.
Well, when I asked him how many years he's been there, he said 20. First thing I had to do was shake his hand, congratulate him for doing that.
That's Nick McHugh off the glass and counting it in for two. Bellarmine 39, Piedmont Hills 24. The defense of Bellarmine has been picture perfect here tonight, but you know, Piedmont Hills has shot themselves in the foot many a time with several key traveling calls. Here's Rogans.
Very nice.
Taking to his right and going left.
Nice spin move there by Rogans.
Rogans gets his first points of the ball game. It's 39-26. Bellarmine timeout on the court here in the fourth quarter at Santa Clara University. The Play On High School Sports Network showcases great high school games every week, and now you can access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest news on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week. Brought to you by your home for high school sports, the Play On High School Sports Network.
Coach Stemus from Piedmont Hills, when I talked to him, a few of the keys of the game he gave me were, keeping the rebounds as even as possible, and I think they've done that. They haven't gotten out rebounded tremendously due to the huge size disadvantage, and they really haven't had a tremendous amount of turnovers, but and they've kept their pressure up, and that was the other thing, is keep that defensive pressure up the whole game, and I think everything's happened. They just not been able to get that ball to drop.
Piedmont Hills with a very strong defense of their own, a defensive unit that averages only giving up 39 points a game, and right now Bellarmine at the cusp. Yeah. They have 39 points.
Yeah. I think Piedmont Hills is used to scoring a little bit more, though.
Absolutely.
Total tribute to the Bells defense.
Goodrow passes it up inside, and that's off the glass and good by Fordyce. Fordyce with a nice play, 2 hands up off the glass and in.
One of the few times it hasn't been just completely contested by a Piedmont player.
McHugh trying to battle Batiste along the near side as the ball rolls out of bounds. Fordyce's last 2 points were his first since the first quarter. So you have to imagine he's anxious to get the ball in his hands.
Absolutely.
Mendy going back towards the middle, with Chuku providing some defensive pressure, as well as Mendoza. Goudreau back over to the left. McHugh, 3-ball, off the mark. And this will be a jump ball more than likely. No, they're going to say it actually, yep. It touched one of the Bellarmine players, so.
Good call.
Piedmont Hills will get it.
Bellarmine rooting section didn't like it. They're right there, but clearly off a bell.
Wachuku will get a much-needed breather as Keon Paulino steps in his place. Wachuku, the main player for the Pirates, one of the driving forces behind Piedmont Hill's success up to this point in the season.
Well, and their normal scorers have been stifled by the great defense. Bellarmine has definitely identified Espinola and Aguilar as the scorers, top players, but as Espinola returns, but they've just been covered like blankets.
Espinola in for Martinez. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left in the ball game. Bellarmine 41, Piedmont Hills 26. 3-pointer. No arc on that shot by Paulino as it hits the top of the rim.
Bellarmine in total control now.
The Bells working the ball around. Nice movement. Pass inside. Yep. In. Very nice. Nicely done by Bellarmine right there. Completing it was Jack Fordyce. 4 points for him now in the fourth quarter.
Well, and you're not going to see Piedmont Hills quit anytime soon, but you can just sense the slumped shoulders a little bit.
Another block shot by Fordyce. It's been Fordyce, Goudreau, and O'Hara. And right now you're seeing Mendy, Blair Mendy, and Keon Paulino. Mendy a little bit frustrated as he heads over towards the coaching staff of the Bellarmine Bells sideline. Wachuku quickly back in. He gets a couple minutes on the bench, a couple squirts of the Gatorade, and he's back in the ball game.
Gamer.
Here is Jack Fordyce for the free throw opportunity. In and out. No good. Score stands at 43-26, Bellarmine. Aguilar with a very nice move, but the story of the night cannot get it to fall as it rims in and out.
Boy, that's well put, the story of the night. In and out.
Here's Alugbada. There's a foul for Mir trying to work his left side. That'll go against Mendoza. So when you look at this game and you try to compare it to, I guess, another sporting event, this would be a pitcher's duel tied at 1. This would be a football game, 7-all. But strong defense, and you have to respect that. You have to appreciate it.
It's like a 9-3 game in football.
Yeah. Nothing but field goals. The old Alabama, LSU matchup several weeks back. But you have to respect it. The strong defensive performance, you know, they don't have that cliche slogan for nothing. Defense wins championships.
Exactly.
And Bellarmine showing why here tonight.
Well, Bellarmine's kind of exerting their ability at this point and taking advantage of their size inside by finally getting some really kind of open looks, under the hoop. Haven't had too many free looks under the basket with Chuku, and he's such an aggressive player. But Bellarmine's finally figured out a way to get some open looks and find their teammates under the hoop.
Chuku misses on his first free throw try. He gets ready to line up for a second. The Bellarmine crowd going crazy. They can sense a CCS championship is near. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's saved nicely by Fordyce. Fordyce showing some nice athleticism, diving out of bounds, getting the ball, keeping it in play for Bellarmine. Jump shot, 10-footer, no good. Off the iron, rebounded by Aguilar. Aguilar driving to the bucket. Here's Chuku, and it falls. He needed that one. Chuku now with 6 points in the fourth quarter.
You got to think that Piedmont Hills really wants to hit that 30-point mark.
Goudreau back over to Mendy. Mendy to Vermeer. Vermeer driving left, nothing. He'll back up a little bit and gets it stolen. How about Aguilar? Defense. He puts his arm in and takes it away. Three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. That shot by Espinola. Bellarmine slowing it down. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the fourth.
No free looks for Espinola tonight. He is normally a pretty reliable three-point shooter for Piedmont.
Goudreau and Bellarmine playing keep away at this point, and that'll be the nail in the coffin right there. As Vermeer, an easy two-pointer as he's left alone underneath the bucket. That gives Bellarmine a 45-28 lead. Aguilar, three-pointer, way off the mark. Piedmont Hills will look back at this game and they'll wonder if he took away the traveling calls, if he possibly selected some better shots.
I think they're going to look back and go, what hit us? That was a defensive effort like we haven't seen this year so far.
Yeah, it's a very strong defensive performance here.
Bellarmine just so strong on the defensive end.
And you got to go back and give credit to Patrick Schneider. He trains these kids year-round. He works with them very closely on his way to picking up his 10th CCS title.
Yeah, and again, it's a tribute to him. He's put a lot of time and effort in this thing and paying off. Got some great athletes to work with, of course, at Bellarmine. But obviously has a system that's working.
Bellarmine with the second highest student population out of Division I schools with 3,194 students, all of them young men. Piedmont Hills with 2,194.
It's an even thousand person difference right
Advantage,
there.
Yeah. And Bellarmine being the all-male school.
Yeah.
They get the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter, so to speak. They get a lot of good talent coming in and out of Bellarmine. Here's a nice pass inside. That's Tony Gali, unable to convert. First time we've called his game. Number 40 in for Bellarmine. Steps, dribbles off the rim, a second try, third try, ball still loose.
He's got 4 shots off in the last 15 seconds.
Espinola comes up with it for Piedmont Hills. 10 seconds now. Aguilar, three-pointer. Off the rim, Chuku. Beg your pardon, Batiste fouled at the last minute by Gali. 2 seconds remaining in the ball game.
See if Batiste can get him to that 30-point mark.
So Bellarmine will capture yet another CCS basketball championship, the 10th for Coach Patrick Schneider, as Batiste drains his first free throw. 45-29.
We talked about it in the last game, but remember both teams get to go to the NorCals. This is not the end of the season for Piedmont Hills. Great effort by Bellarmine. 10th CCS championship in the last 20 years. Great effort. Stifling defense. Took Piedmont Hills completely out of their game. Great effort. Piedmont Hills never quit. Got to hand it to them.
Congratulations to the Bellarmine Bells. They knock off Piedmont Hills and capture the boys Division I CCS championship by a final score of 45-30. What a ball game, a defensive performance all around, but it goes in favor of the boys in the white jerseys, the Bells of Bellarmine. They come up 11 points in tonight's championship performance. And Blair, it was a defensive effort. And we saw it from the broadcast booth. The fans knew it. How did you guys prep this game defensively? What did you try to bring to the table here tonight?
Defensively, Coach preached defense all week. We've been working. Our second team did a great job pressuring us every day in practice. And, it was a team effort. We all just dug in deep and played great defense. And
11 hard-earned points, but there was a lot of physical play down there. We saw a little bit of chirping going on. How did you guys keep your composure? It was a very physical matchup.
Coach told us before the game started that we were just going to be hand-checked and fouled the whole game, and that's just CCS basketball. So, he kind of prepared us for that, and we knew what we were going to face coming in.
Blair Mendy, our player of the game, 11 points here tonight. You mentioned the old ball coach, Patrick Schneider, picking up his 10th CCS title. Yeah. Did you guys talk about that a little bit? Was it in the clubhouse?
We didn't really talk about it. We just talked about, our team just wanted to make a place in history by winning our 10th CCS championship. Coach didn't really say much, but after the game, I'm sure he was real happy to get double digits now.
Blair Mendy, once again, player of the game. What do you look forward to here with the NorCal tournaments lining up? Was that a thought at all during the week?
Definitely. We've had a goal from the start of the season. We want to be in Arco Arena playing first day championship. So, be working hard every day in practice, and it's paying off.
45-30, the final score. Blair Mendy, congratulations,
Thank
my
you.
friend, player of the game. Folks, that's going to wrap things up here from Santa Clara University. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Sean Hennessy. I'd like to thank my entire broadcast crew and thanking you for tuning in to the Central Coast Section Network. Good night.
Go Bells.